Welcome to the Spirit of Tomorrow channel. Have you ever felt like your mind just won't stop talking? Like there's a constant crowd in your head, voices arguing, replaying, worrying even when everything around you is quiet. The past keeps whispering about things long gone, replaying memories you wish you could change. The future keeps warning you about things that haven't even happened yet, filling the silence with endless what-ifs. And the present? It slips quietly into the background, soft, distant, almost forgotten. Sometimes, the noise becomes so normal that stillness feels uncomfortable. But when you pause, take a deep breath, and gently return to now, you start to see it. Peace was never lost. It's been here all along, waiting beneath the noise, waiting for you to simply be. Ethan, a 24-year-old young man, lived like this every single day. He carried a storm inside his head, one that never rested, never slowed down. Sleep became a stranger. Focus slipped through his fingers like sand. Even laughter, once natural, effortless, now felt borrowed, like it belonged to someone else. He used to love mornings. The sunlight through his window once meant hope, a fresh start. But now, the moment his eyes opened, the noise returned. A flood of thoughts, all shouting at once. What if I fail again? Why did I say that yesterday? I should have done better. His mind became a battlefield. Every memory, a soldier. Every regret, a wound. Every fear, another weapon aimed at himself. No matter how hard he tried to quiet it, the chaos kept echoing. He'd sit at his desk, staring at his unfinished coffee, feeling the world move on without him. Friends texted, plans were made, but he stayed behind, lost somewhere between yesterday and tomorrow. And though no one could see it, Ethan was exhausted, not from the world, but from the endless war inside his own mind. Some nights, he'd whisper to himself, I just want to rest. Savul of reigned of the mic in the cast and the people of the word from mystery, and their find of the mic in the surge. But the voices never let him. Not yet. One night, Ethan sat alone in the dark, phone in hand, lights off, chest heavy. He wasn't sure if he was tired, sad, or just empty. The silence in his room wasn't peaceful. It was loud, filled with thoughts circling like vultures above his head, waiting to land. He unlocked his phone and opened a message thread. His fingers hovered over the keyboard as if they already knew what to say. He typed slowly. Do you ever feel like you're trapped inside your own head? Then he stopped. The words blinked back at him, raw, honest, almost too real. His thumb lingered over send, but he couldn't do it. Because how do you explain a kind of pain that doesn't show? How do you tell someone that you're surrounded by noise no one else can hear? So he didn't. He just stared at the blinking cursor, that tiny heartbeat of light pulsing on the screen. A quiet reminder that he was still here, still breathing, still fighting the storm that no one else could see. Minutes passed, maybe hours. He couldn't tell anymore, but for a brief second, between one blink and the next, he noticed something, that even in the heaviest silence, life was still whispering to him, you're not done yet. Days passed, until one morning, Ethan found himself walking to a nearby park. The world was just beginning to wake, soft sunlight spilling through the trees, a cool breeze brushing past his face, birds trading secrets in the branches above. He sat down on a wooden bench. For the first time, in what felt like forever, he didn't reach for his phone. He just sat. At first, the noise in his mind screamed even louder. The thoughts refused to let go. The restlessness fought the quiet. But then, something shifted. In the middle of all that chaos, there was a pause, small, fragile, but real. A single breath that didn't feel heavy. And in that breath, Ethan noticed the soft rustle of leaves, the distant laughter of a child chasing a ball, the gentle warmth of sunlight resting on his skin. It wasn't silence, not the kind that demands the world to stop. It was presence, and in that fleeting moment, it felt like enough. Not perfect, not fixed, just enough. For the first time, he realized that maybe peace isn't the absence of noise, it's learning to hear the world again. even through the storm. Ethan didn't fix his mind that day. There was no sudden breakthrough, no magical silence washing over him. The thoughts were still there, the worries, the doubts, the endless chatter. But something inside him softened. He realized that peace wasn't about shutting the noise out. It was about learning how to listen differently, to let the thoughts come and go without letting them take over. Some days, his mind still roared like thunder. But now, instead of fighting it, he'd simply close his eyes, take a slow, steady breath, and whisper to himself, "It's okay, you're safe here." Because maybe peace isn't what comes after the storm. Maybe it's what's been quietly waiting within it all along. That still, steady center we forget exists when life gets too loud. And in those small moments when the world fades and the breath returns, Ethan feels it again. Not perfection, not certainty, but presence. A quiet kind of homecoming. The kind that reminds you, you never really left. So if your mind ever gets too loud, don't rush to silence it. Don't fight the noise or try to outrun it. Just breathe. Listen. Because underneath every thought, every worry, every what if, there's a stillness waiting for you to notice it. It's the space between your breaths, the pause before a sunrise, the gentle reminder that you are more than the stories your mind tells. You are not your thoughts. You are the quiet space that holds them, the calm beneath the waves, the sky behind the clouds. And even when the storm feels endless, that sky never disappears. It's always there, wide and open, waiting for you to come back to it. So take one more breath, let the noise drift by. And remember, peace isn't something you chase, it's something you return to. Little whisper #3, when your mind gets too loud, sending you peace and light. See you next time.